Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. This is the final video of the night. If you've watched the last 3 videos, the prep show, the whatever the hell the first video is going to be called, and the second video, which is called I Respect an Honest Racist, now we're going to talk about the Echo show. I haven't watched it. Alright? I don't have Disney Plus, which is the only reason why I haven't watched it. If I had Disney Plus, I'd be watching it. But I don't, so I won't. And I don't have Disney Plus, so I haven't watched anything Disney outside of going to the movies to watch the movies. Alright? Now, let me break it down for you. I'm highly upset. I have seen all of the previews to the Echo show. I have only one complaint. Only one. Only one. And that complaint is, you see this X-Man right here? Her name is Danielle Moonstar. She is a member of the Cheyenne Nation out of Texas, not too far from Forge, who is also a member of the Cheyenne Nation. You know who else is a member of the Cheyenne Nation? Her name is Echo. Or, if you know her by her government name, Moria or Maria Lopez. She's mixed. Which is another reason why I like her. She's also deaf. Now, I don't know if the actress portraying her is deaf, but we do know the actress who's playing her is Native American. And for those who are not aware, Native Americans invented sign language. Alright? Y'all probably don't know that, but now you do. So, getting it out of the way. Apparently, Echo is now going to be Choctaw. Let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in. Now that that's sank in, this is why I'm pissed off. There was no reason on earth why she couldn't have been a Cheyenne. Not one single reason she couldn't have been a Cheyenne. They just gave Wyatt Wing for the tribe. He didn't have a tribe before, but now he has a tribe. He had an imaginary tribe. His tribe wasn't real. Both of the Proud Star brothers, they're Apache out in the Arizona area. American Eagle, I believe he was an Apache. You understand the problem here. Alright, now granted, the Echo show does have a lot of Native writers. I'm greatly appreciated that they have Native writers. I'm pissed that these Native writers decided to make her Choctaw. Now, if they're Choctaw, I get it. I get it, because it puts their tribe on the map. However, I have no disrespect to the Native writers or to the Choctaw community. I'm not Choctaw. I'm part Native. Whether it's Cherokee or Chickahominy is now the new gotta figure it out shit. Because I know I have at least one Native ancestor on my father's side and at least one Native ancestor on my mother's side. I don't know how much blood quantum, still working on that, and that's really nobody's business but mine. But for you to take a whole person, even though she's imaginary, out of her culture and slap her into another culture, similar but not the same, it's kind of slap in the face to the Cheyenne community. Like, let's say I got a job as a Marvel character, specifically Spider-Man 2099. He's Mexican, which means I could be Mayan, I could be Aztec, I can be Incan, but I'm Mexican in Nueve, New York, in the year 2099 on Earth 928. I can pull that shit off, as long as they don't reference my height, because I'm only 5'8.5", where Miguel O'Hara is every bit of 5'10". Okay? So, I can be Miguel O'Hara. I could be Gabriel O'Hara, but then again, I probably couldn't because Gabriel's not short either. Alright? That would be Miguel O'Hara's younger brother. And then if you go into the world where he's Miguel Stone, where he actually knows that Tyler Stone is his daddy. Oh, we're not going into that. We're sticking with Echo right now. As a person on my reconnecting journey, it is very important that I find out if Charles Cities had Cherokee, or if my great grandmother was actually Chickahominy versus Cherokee. It's very important that I know. Now, if you look at my bio on all my social medias, it has Cherokee because for the longest time it's been Cherokee. As of doing research, there were Cherokee in Virginia, but the Trail of Tears pushed every Cherokee and stuff out west towards Oklahoma. In fact, Cherokee, Seminole, and a lot of other natives were pushed out, and then some came back. You know, I can't give you the actual names, but Virginia has like at least 7 tribes or better here in Virginia. Won't swear to it, but I know at least 3. All right, Chickahominy being the 3rd one because I just found them out. But that's because I thought Cherokee was in Charles City, but it's Chickahominy. Long story. And then you have the Rappahannock and the Tappahannock, which are in the Richmond area. You have the Monacan, which is also in the Richmond area. And then you have a tribe down towards Buckingham. We're not going into all that because, again, this isn't about me. I'm the wrong Echo. This is about Echo Maria Lopez. I'm upset because here's that thing. To take one native tribe and just throw it out and put the character into a different tribe, it's a kick in the face. All right? And I say that because if you're a Gargoyles fan, Peter Mazza is Hopi. His son Derek, his 2 daughters, Beth and Elisa. Sorry, my computer like totally went away. Beth and Elisa Mazza are both like the son Derek. They're mixed, like me. They're black and native though. I'm black, native, and white. They are Hopi, but they're also black. Their mom has a tribe. I forgot what it is, but they do mention it in one story about their mom and a giant spider and 2 panthers. And in the story with Peter, where they all go visit their daddy, except for Derek, because he's been turned into a gargoyle. It's one of the episodes where they introduce you to Coyote the Trickster. All right, so you understand, they didn't take and change them from Hopi to something else. They kept Hopi, and they kept everything Hopi in the cartoon. Where Echo is Cheyenne, but on the show, she's now going to be Choctaw. If you're not native, you might not understand how this is working. If you're not mixed native, you might not understand how this is working. So you might not understand my feelings on this, because I do feel kind of like it's a native slap in the face. You know, it's like however when you bump into someone who has Native American heritage on the West Coast, on the East Coast, excuse me, from Virginia to Maine, they leave off the fact that there are other Indians like the Manhattan Indians, the Mohawk, and etc., also certain parts of Iroquois nations that they kind of leave off. And the first thing that you hear is, we're Cherokee, and we were descendants of Cherokee princesses. Well, see, that's where you get fucked up. There was never such thing as a Cherokee princess. Now, you can say you're Cherokee, and you can leave it at that. But the second you throw that Cherokee princess in there, there was no such thing as princesses and princes. You had high standing. You might have been the child of a chief, but you were never considered a prince or a princess. So that's how you have to like question people. Well, I'm a Cherokee princess's kid. I don't think so. You could be the descendant of a Cherokee female, or a Cherokee chieftain, or a brave, or a witch doctor, or some shit like that. But you were never the descendant of a Cherokee princess. Alright? It's like there are no male Cherokees making babies. You know what I'm saying? It's always the grandmother. In my case, it is the grandmother. So, there's that. On both sides. So, the fact that we have I probably have Cherokee on one side and Chickahominy on the other. I'm hoping that I get all that shit solved before I die. Anyway, the point being made is that I feel a little butthurt that they've decided to make her a Cheyenne instead of a Choctaw. And this is my plea to Marvel. If you're going to give me a job, if you give me a job as a Native American, please make it a Native American that's within its own diaspora. Like if I get American Eagle, let me be American Eagle. If I get Captain Kickapoo, let me be a Kickapoo. Don't change the story. The only thing you have to do with me is change the height and maybe teach me the native language of that tribal stuff, or teach me sign language. Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that I feel like not really, really bad about it, but I'm on the fence for the simple fact that, you know, Cheyenne were warriors, man. Well, let me be clear, so that I don't offend every other native on the planet, because I don't want them coming after me and say, "Hey, man, you just think the Cheyenne was warriors? What about us, the Comanche? What about us, the Apache? What about us, the Kiowa?" So, to be clear, all tribes were warriors. All right, there was not a native tribe that weren't warriors. There were some that were a little bit more peaceful, but there were some tribes you didn't fuck with. All right, kind of like the Mohawk, kind of like the fucking Cheyenne, kind of like the Apache, kind of like the Navajo. There were some tribes you did not fuck with, kind of like the Kiowa. No, just want to clear. All tribes were warriors, but some were warriors to the 10th power. And you can put Cheyenne on that list, which is why I'm a little bit beheaved about that. You know? And you also have to remember, you have woodland Indians, you have plain Indians, and you have other Indians, and also you have Alaskan Indians. Inuit also were warriors, so, and they were warriors against the fucking cold. So you have to understand, when you talk about natives, there were very few tribes that weren't warriors. Very few. However, to erase her Cheyenne roots, and I'm not Cheyenne, but to erase her Cheyenne roots, it's kind of like a kick in the face for me. No disrespect to the writers, no disrespect to the character, no disrespect to Marvel. It's just that my feelings are personally hurt because they made her Choctaw instead of making her Cheyenne. So, in a request, final request, as I end this video, Kevin Feige, please listen to this. If you guys are going to bring Danny Moonstar into the MCU, please make her Cheyenne. And if you're going to bring anyone else into the Native American diaspora into the MCU, Echo Fang Grey Wolf needs a job. That would be me. Thank you for watching. I'm Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Be seeing you. This is Kung Fu Africa number 2.